Welcome back to Coin Sense and Nonsense. Today, we're back at the Barber quarter album. I've only got two to add, but they're good ones this time, I promise. It says 1893, but 1894 inside, so we'll explain that. Ooh, an 1897S, that's a tougher date. So we're still working on page one. We got a few holes. The San Francisco minted coins are the toughest in this book, anyway, or in this series. So I got that one and that one. And that's going to be one of the last ones. That's one of the big three, they call it. But let me get set up, get the tripod going so you're not getting seasick here. Be right back. And just to briefly recap, I don't know how many of you have been following along, but I've got page 3 completely full. Page 4 has one of the heavier hitters there, still open, 1913S. That's one of the big three. So in the big three are the 1913S, the 1901S, which is on this page here, or would be, so that'll be one of the last ones as well. And this is the page we're going to work on, and as I mentioned, 1896S is the third of the big three. So those are thousands and thousands of dollars, and likely will remain open. So let me get to it here. Shut up. So my goal when I set out this weekend was to try to get that one. I'm a completionist, as I've mentioned before, and I kind of wanted to get the row finished. But I saw 1893 in the cabinet there, or in the case, whatever. I tried to combine words, I guess. And as we pulled it out, we realized 1894S and really not 1893S. So 1894S is slightly more minted than 1893. It comes in at 2,648,821 minted and is slightly cheaper than the price that's listed there. So I didn't pay $20. So this one is a G4, but still has some evidence of denticles, which is kind of one of my standards. So happy to add this. The mint mark position is above the D in dollar, and we'll talk about that on the 1897. So we'll get this guy put away, 1894S, bottom row in the top section. So that is awesome. I had to scoot things up a little bit, had to move some of my bars. So cool bar that Dean of Tomoko's Enterprise made for me. This is a cool wood pour. Had to move Oscar out of the way too. And this cool bar with some gears and swirls and very cool. Anyway, back to what we're here for. So 1897S, this is the final year where the mint mark is above the D. There are two mint mark position possibilities on this year, between the R and the D, and then directly over the D. This one also seems to possibly have a repunch mint mark, or something's going on in the center part of the S, and I'll try to go in with the microscope. Can't really zoom in too well here to show it. Right, here is that mint mark, and you can see there's something right in the middle there. I don't know if it's damage or what. There's nothing listed in the Cherry Picker's Guide or on PCGS as I recognize Variety, so I'll check Variety Vista. If there's something, I'll put a little comment or a chyron or whatever. So, and as I mentioned earlier, the S mint mark directly above the D. This is the final year for that. And there's only one die known to have the S mint mark between the R and the D for 1897. So quite scarce. This one is worn. No, not much evidence of the rim, or the edges, I should say. 1897S semi-key date, tougher date, only 542,229 minted. And this one is known to be very rare in mint state, and even in AU. David Lawrence calls this one of the 5 hardest to find in AU. So value on this one in G4 is $125 and jumps up to $6,500 in MS65. So get that one snuggled away, and happy to complete the lower row of this one. So page 1 coming along nicely. So keep it relatively brief here. I thank you so much for watching Coin Sense and Nonsense. And until next time, bye.